Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with my day 25 road trip page, and it wasn't a particularly eventful day. We had a short drive from Minneapolis to Milwaukee, and we had seen a Minnesota Twins game the night before, and we were headed to a Milwaukee Brewers game. And we pretty much arrived at our hotel, checked in, went to see if there was they were very close to the stadiums, went to see if there was a shuttle. There was one, and we had time to go to the bar, and we were shocked that they had a bar in this particular Hampton Inn, because that chain usually doesn't have bars. But it was a really cute little bar. It's called Bar West, and it had it was featuring local craft beers. And since Milwaukee is kind of a brewing kind of place, we had a craft beer. Even John, I think, tasted a craft beer. And I have a photo of which one it was, so I could keep a record. I kind of kept a record of all of those beers, but it doesn't mean much now since I can't drink. So, not an issue. So I have chosen, I'm doing the Mind the Scrap Summer Challenge, as you know, and I have chosen this page, and I'm sorry I cannot tell you right at the moment whose page that is. Hold on just a minute. Vicky Humberstone. And I did the screenshot so that I saw her name. Vicky Humberstone did this page, I think a couple of weeks ago, or whenever we had stitching, might have been last week. And I identified it as one I'd like to lift, and the things that struck me, of course, I like grids. I just did one that had a grid of circles. This is a grid of circles, but it has non-circular photos. And she has stitched a square in the center of the page to kind of define a closer relationship of the circles. So instead of stitching, since stitching is not required this year, or this week, I used washi tape from 49 and Market. It's from the Spectrum Sherbet collection. And I did fake stitching. So I used washi tape stitching. And I've cut circles from, I think, 3 different Steven Duncan collections. I'll tell you in a minute what they are. Gosh. There is this, well, there's this one, and there's a stripe in there that are from Cartopia. And then this one is from either Are We There Yet or Road Trip. This one is from Happy Crafting, and I think this one is too. This one's from Road Trip, and this one's from Happy Crafting. And I have sticker sheets from several, including one of his baseball themed ones called Home Run. So, and I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna use, but I just have a whole stack of sheets I'm gonna pull from. So what I'm gonna do now is, gosh, I've gotten these a little bit out of order, and I had them in the order I wanted to put them down, because I want to leave some space for journaling and for embellishing. I'm going to put this one right here, and I'm going to put it fairly tight to the stitched corner. And I'm going to do this one here. Now the photos are going to be over here, I think. I think that's the way they're going to go. So now I'll kind of place these. I know that this one was meant to go right there. And then this may be, it may need to go up and angled. I don't want to put two striped ones next to each other. I'll do that one. Let's see how we're working on this, how this works out. I think I'll do them in that order. And the only one I won't glue down will be this one, and we'll try to work the photos so that one's glued down. I'm going to glue this one down in the same way, kind of close to the edge. And this one too. There's not a lot of space between these, and I have roughed up the edges a bit, which is a requirement for the Mind the Scrap Challenge, is to have some distressed paper element. And I do. You know what I'm going to do? Is maybe put this up here. Don't know why. I hate covering up flowers. There's going to be more horizontal space than vertical space, so I must not have measured the square. The square must not be square, in other words. And this, I think I'm going to put here. Let me put that one back up closer, and that one back here. And people have asked me why I don't measure, and I think the reason is that if I know that I'm not going to be embellishing and breaking lines and you know, kind of mixing things up, I will maybe be a little more careful about measuring. But since I know I know myself, and I know that I'm going to be mixing things up, well, I don't want to cover that entirely. Actually, I'm going to put this here because it's going to bother me if I don't put the first picture I took before the second picture I took. I'm going to go like this, and it's got these stripes, and that's good enough for me. So now I need to see if that's going to work. I'm going to do it like this, and I know this is showing, but that's why God created embellishments. Okay, so that's my base. I don't know if I want this over that. I think I do. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is maybe add an embellishment. I like this chipboard. This is from Steven Duncan's Our Travel Adventure for Cartabella. And this is a different collection from any that I have going on here. And so that can go right there, and that covers that little hole. And I think when I was ordering, that was the only, this chipboard sheet was all they had from that collection, and I was hoping for more. Okay, so that's fixed. I probably need something here, and so what can there's a little arrow here that says right here, and I'm going to put that away because I think all the rest of that, and I like the yellow because it kind of repeats this yellow. I'm just gonna okay. I'll put it there, and that covers that little bit. And it adds the yellow to this, which has no yellow. There's a little yellow here, a little yellow here, and there's kind of yellow in the photos. I have this, which has a couple hearts, and I'm going to use them kind of right here. I'll hang this one off a bit. I think that'll stand up there even without putting anything beneath it. I'm going to use a small baseball to kind of tuck under there, and that kind of exemplifies our love for the game. I was going to title this Travel Notes, and I thought I might put the title, the word travel here and notes down here. So I'm going to try that. And I'm going to break the line here. And vary the heights and so forth. And that's pretty much all this is a note of where we stayed and what game we went to. I didn't take many pictures. We didn't really get to explore Milwaukee at all. I think we pretty much Ubered to the game and back to the hotel because we were headed to Chicago the next day. And I'm going to go ahead and use this arrow because the colors work well with particularly that color and the colors in the photos. I have another heart here. Let me save that. I've got a plan, I think, to use it tomorrow. So I've got and it's really funny because Steven did a post on his Facebook page today about how nostalgic he gets about baseball, the warm summer nights and you know, being in the stands. And so there is a sticker here that says Summer Nights Ballpark Lights. And I'm doing this just for Steve. I have found his collections to be really wonderful for this travel book I'm doing, or travel series that I'm doing. I think that's all I needed to use. This is Vicki Boutin's Where To Next. This is also Vicki Boutin's Where To Next, and she has gelato and a hot dog. And I have no idea what we ate at the ballpark, but it could very well have been gelato and a hot dog. Who knows? But it makes a worthwhile little decoration for this particular circle. And there wasn't Vicki didn't have a beer icon, so I couldn't do that. So I think that's all I need from this one. I'm going to add a little strip of, well, do I need that? I really don't. I don't think I'm going to do that. I like this and how well it goes with that. And I thought maybe I could, if I hadn't found these hearts, I would have used this strip of heart paper. But I think I may leave it. Okay, anything else baseballish that I need? There's Family Fun Night. Ooh, I have a map of Wisconsin that I thought would fit right here. And then I can do some kind of neutral sorts of icons. No, Wisconsin, yes. We are in Milwaukee, thinking we're still in Minneapolis. And I'm thinking I have the wrong state. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. And then the other little supporting icons down there. And I don't know what I'm gonna use. There is one that says Game On. And they're not talking about baseball games, but how is anybody going to know that when they see my page? It's all about the baseball game, and the game was on. So I'm going to put it right there. I don't like it with the little dots, so I'm going to take those off, and I'm going to get the thin strip. I don't know why I didn't use that in the first place. I'm getting lazy. If it's not on the table right in front of me, I don't use it. And I don't think I can reuse those dots. And that's a shame. I hate wasting dots. Okay. Here we go. More than that, I hate that I didn't use the dots, but I did set loose two of those things into the universe. I hate those things, and I know they're necessary, but I'm gonna put that right there, and maybe I'll go for another small baseball. Let's see, what other thing do we have? I like the let me do a catcher's mitt. Right there. And I can add some sequins or something to that. This has pretty much got enough on it. This does too. These two could use, I think this may be where I'm going to do my journaling. And so I'll leave that one open. I'll maybe look for something fun to put there. Kind of a road trippy sort of element. Or a camera, something obvious and easy. Maybe, here's a chipboard camera off that same Our Travel Adventure. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it and have it out to the side. And then I'll find something. Here is what I want. Ah, okay. And that kind of makes a nice, we took photos of ourselves in the bar, and then we used binoculars to watch the game. So it even makes sense, and you all know that I do not require that in my pages. There is on here, there's food trip and we are here. I don't think I need any of those things. I might kind of like that right there. Why not? I've been wanting to use this on every page I've done, and it usually kind of okay, that's good there. And now I need twine on the page, so maybe right here, kind of up at the top, I'll do a little dot of glue right there and kind of smoosh that into it. There. And now sequins. And I think I'm going to use the road tripping sequins, or let me look and see if I have a sequin with either a lot of gold or one with a lot of blue. See if I have a mix. That would work. This has some gold. Maze Days. There's a fair amount of gold, but the rest is kind of brown. But I'll kind of hold on to the, oh, this Tranquil Garden has navy blue and gold and a little bit of slightly halfway pink. So I'm going to pour these out and spread them around. Some of these don't have holes, so they can't be used for the challenge, but that's okay. I will put a couple on, like here, 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 and here, and here, and here, and one right there. And then I'll do the rest off camera. And I'm just gonna kind of pick the navy blue ones I will use, but I have to have more. The green ones are good because they have a hole in the middle, and the peachy pink ones work. Let me get a green. And I'll get another gold and another pink in the same handful. I'm gonna kind of scooch that one underneath. And then I'm going to pull a navy blue one for down here. So that gives you an idea, and I'm going to do all the sequins inside the square, so the magic square. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you. Like today is a big day, the 25th. I have Mixed Media Mayhem, and I thought I had Pink Fresh Friday, but we're taking August off. But I did Pink Fresh Friday anyway. And I also have Christmas in August. So there's that video out there. There'll be this one, which is the road trip, which happens daily. And there's another one, it's a school-themed hop, and I'm participating in the high school and beyond. I'm gonna scrap some of the photos of Barrett leaving for his further education in the for the Army Reserves at basic training. So that counts as school, right? He calls it, or they call it school. So anyway, I hope you have fun watching all the videos and all of these hops. I'm going to try to be good about including all of their links so that you can join the hop. This again is the original by Vicky Humberstone, and I didn't have vertical photos. I really like how she did just the thin black line. So I did the thin black line around my white mat there. And I used a wider than average mat because I had printed the photos so small. So thank you for watching. Bye.